Alright, what up, ecom bosses? I'm back with another video today, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm doing in my business currently. I'm going to tell you exactly what's working, what's not working, and where I am today. I'm going to give you legitimate numbers, profit margins, everything you need to know about what I'm doing, and maybe it'll give you some hope for your business, or if you're doing really well already, it'll make you push yourself forward a little bit more. But yeah, let's just start right here. The first thing that I'm going to put out today is the most important thing that I've used so far to scale my business beyond I've ever noticed before. And it's lookalike audiences. You know what lookalike audiences are, but they work, okay? Like, my lookalike audiences didn't convert well for the first 3 months because I didn't have enough data. I was just using straight interest-based targeting, and that was going okay. I really didn't like interest-based targeting because you need to think on a deeper level about what your target audience wants, what they're, who it exactly is that would come into your store and buy your product based off of an interest. That's super hard to do, but my lookalike audiences are able to find the exact customer I want in my store to get a purchase. Okay, so I've been optimizing my lookalike audiences, and it's crazy. A month ago, my lookalike audiences were converting at $26 a purchase, right? And a month goes by of me spending really heavily on ads, and then all of a sudden, they're converting better because the Facebook algorithm is getting more and more data about who your perfect customer, every time you get a purchase, the pixel optimizes a little bit more. All of your purchasers most likely talk about the same things. They like the same things. They look up things on Facebook, all the same, related to your niche. I'm gonna use mine as golfing. I'm not a golfing niche, I used to be. But every time someone typed in a golf video, odds are all of my purchasers have that in common. All of them are 35 years old. All of them are mostly male dominant. Blah, 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 blah. All of them like this weird page, whatever it is. It's insane. Facebook puts all those things together, weaves them together, and finds 10 million people just like your perfect purchaser to buy your program, to buy your product, to buy whatever it is. So the number one key thing I want you guys to take away today, or from this video, it's not even close to being over yet, so don't get me wrong, but the number one thing is lookalike audiences do work. You just gotta optimize the pixel. You gotta keep on finding people who purchase and keep on getting rid of the people who don't wanna purchase. And a quick tip on Facebook pixel optimization is basically, if you have a landing page, I tested this and actually worked better, but I used to drive all a bunch of organic or all a bunch of influencer traffic. Now the influencer traffic did make me a lot of sales, and it was nice because those sales were kind of like free sales, basically. Give the influencer 20 bucks, and it's on there for a lifetime. I had 3,000 views, and these people aren't quality traffic. They weren't quality traffic. That's just how it is. I had 3,000 views, 20 sales. Terrible, terrible, terrible stats. I tried making lookalike audiences off those 3,000 views. It wasn't quality traffic. These people weren't gonna buy. So Facebook went out there and found 1 million people just like those 3,000 views that I had. But those 1 million people that Facebook found aren't buyers. They look like my traffic, but they weren't the people who bought. It's just a mass amount of people. It's not that great, right? But the last month, my store had 5,000-6,000 views. And out of those 5,000-6,000 views, I had 150 purchases. So out of those 5,000-6,000 views, they were all good purchasers because 150 purchases out of the 5,000-6,000 views that I had, that's pretty decent, right? That's pretty decent. Facebook knows that those group of people are really good. Now I'm taking that group of people and then I'm creating a new lookalike audiences, not off of all of my pages, but off of one specific page of the people who were more likely to purchase. Make a lookalike audience off that, your pixel will convert better. Why? Because you have more quality traffic. Facebook is able to optimize for more quality people in your lookalike. That's the number one thing I want you guys to understand. That's the big key takeaway from today right now, is make sure you have quality traffic getting driven to your Facebook page in order for your pixel to optimize correctly. Okay, it's not gonna happen right away. It's gonna take a couple months. It took me 3 months to really start getting a good amount of sales. blah, blah, blah. But another thing I'm testing, it's good. The ads are going to go out tonight. They should be running tomorrow. Probably spend $250, $300 a day just testing it. But what I did is take 25% lookalike, the 25% of who stayed on the page the longest. So the most quality 25% of people. I took all of my purchases from 180 days. And you guys might be wondering why I didn't do this earlier. I only didn't do this earlier because I wanted more data on a broad spectrum from just page view before I got nitty gritty and did down to like everything else. But I'm doing those two. I'm doing 25% lookalike, a 25% video view lookalike. And then I'm doing a 95% video view lookalike, and I'm gonna compare those two as well. I mean, I don't know what's gonna convert better. I have my feeling the 95% video view will, but the 25% video view has more data, which means maybe it'll work as well. It'll work better than the 95% the video view. Okay, so that's the biggest concept I want you guys to take away from now. I can go into pixels a little bit deeper in the future, maybe like a couple weeks from now, but that's the biggest concept I want you guys to take away from right there. Now, moving on from that, I want to tell you guys what's going on in my business so that you guys can really get pumped up. You guys can really start, moving. You guys can, I don't know, whatever it is. I'm just going to show you some stats about my business real quick. Last month, I spent $3,500 on advertisements, and it was beautiful because I don't know, I've talked about it in the past. I still do plan on making a video about sales funnels, but I kind of want to put together a free mini course, for you guys to really understand more in depth about funnels. Like, I could do it all through one YouTube video, which I will in that YouTube video, but I also want to give you guys like a resource to go right after the video. But regardless, it's a funnel where you have a product here, say it's your initial product, it's a $7 product, and then you have an upsell and an upsell. So the initial product, someone buys it, immediately they go to the next page. The next page allows them to buy more of what they just bought, right? I'm gonna break this all down in a YouTube video, maybe a week from now, maybe 2 weeks from now, we'll see. It'll be soon though, don't worry. They go to the next product, and they literally click one button. No need to put any more credit cards in. They click one button, and then they buy more. So now it went from someone buying a $7 product to someone spending $30 on your store. And then right after that, you can put another thing in. And usually mine's a subscription, which is what I'm gonna get into in about a second here or a minute here. Usually it's an extra product. Mine personally is a subscription product where people will put their credit card in, and then boom, boom, boom. Each month after that, they'll get sent the product and I will receive an income. Which is why what happened last month, I spent $3,500 and I was getting people to purchase my first product at $1 profit. Okay, so I would spend $16 to profit $17 consistently. Spend 16, some ads I spent 10 to profit 17, or to make 17, profit $7. Some were 16, some were 22. It really depended, but on average, I spent $16 to make $1. How is that logical? Because on the front end, I made $1. Now, if I had 100 purchases and I made $1 on the front end, the upsell would convert at about 15%. So out of 100 people who purchased, 15 people would take my recurring income program. Now the recurring one is $50 profit every single month for myself. Typically people stay on for 3 months. Sometimes we've seen 6-7 months, depends on the person, but I got 100, if I got 100 purchasers, which is what I got, if I got 100 purchasers and I got 15 people on my $50 recurring income, I'm making a lot more money on the back end than I was on the front end. And now I can email these people and I can try to get that number from 15% up to 25% in the next 2 months. That's the beauty of marketing. Dropshipping isn't just, setting your product out there on Facebook, getting a sale, and then never talking to your customer again. Typically, you'd want to email them to make them want to buy something else from you, right? So if I can get my number up to 25%, which is very, very doable, I'm seeing 15% from a completely cold perspective of all my traffic. But yeah, so I spent $3,500. I made back about $3,700 on the front end, and then I added 15 people to my recurring income plan of $50 a month, and it's off to the races from here. Right now, I'm making basically, I think it's at $1,300 a month, completely free. Completely free. I can go buy myself an Audi right now, and I'd be able to pay the payment knowing that my funnel is working the way it's supposed to be working, using my lookalike ads, better optimizing, which your lookalike ads will optimize to if you use exactly what I said earlier. And hey, let's go make that profit. Ecom Bosses, subscribe to the channel, like, turn the bell on, and comment below because I will answer every question you have. Look for that video in a week or two. I'm gonna put down the program so you really understand how to do what I was saying. Like, you take something on your front end and then profit from it on the back end. It'll make your store 10,000 times more profit than what you're making right now. I can guarantee it. And I'll even put a little course together, and I'll even make a template for you and what to use. I'll do everything for you guys. Just look out for it. Awesome. See you guys soon.